YouTube, salute! This is my open discussion debate, Jay-Z versus Nas. Who has the better catalog and who is the better MC rapper? So if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Also, cast your vote for Kofi's Hip Hop Hall of Fame. The link is in the description. So let's start off with the albums, and we can start off with Nas first. Let's get into Nas. So Nas, he debuted in 1992 live at the barbecue. And from there, he came out with the halftime song on the soundtrack. Then he released The World Is Yours, produced by Pete Rock. Released Illmatic in 1994, hip hop classic. So many people refer to that album as a Bible, and it is a Bible as far as in hip hop rap. 10 songs, and this is the first time you see a rapper that have various producers. He had Q-Tip, Pete Rock, DJ Premier, Large Professor. He had some great producers that showed him love and gave him a lot of support at that time. Jay-Z debuted in 1996, Reasonable Doubt. An album right there is a classic, I'm not going to lie. I was very amazed about the album. The Source gave that album 4 mics. And I was actually kind of shocked because that album deserved like 4.5 mics to me. The album's a dope-ass album. When Nas came out with It Was Written in 1996, you saw more of the commercial side from Nas on that album. Because, he had If I Ruled the World with Lauryn Hill. He had Black Girl Lost. And he was, trying to actually get over the hump of, yes, I'm a street poet. I'm a rapper. I'm an MC. But I kind of want that, that mainstream money. I'm not mad at him, but it wasn't like an album that everybody thought Illmatic would be. People would say, oh, It Was Written was better than Illmatic. No, it wasn't. It Was Written became more commercial. That's why I was able to go double platinum and reach more outlets. Now, Reasonable Doubt is better than It Was Written to me. I'm not going to lie. I was actually like, It Was Written is good, but it's not his best work. It's not far at all. Now, when we go into other albums like In My Lifetime Volume 1 by Jay-Z, that album right there is mediocre. I didn't care for that album too much. Nas came out with I Am and Nostradamus. Those albums both came out in 1999. And at this time, I felt that Nostradamus was one of his worst albums ever. I Am, mediocre album. He had a couple of tracks on there. Nas Is Like is a cool track. He had the track with Scarface. The track with DMX was good tracks. But I felt that he was trying to actually just, please the other side. Like even the Hate Me Now with Puffy, like he had to get a track so he can get on the radio. I felt that he wanted radio hits, and I wasn't feeling that at all. And I actually was disappointed. I thought Nas would never rebound from that, for real. Jay-Z, you saw the commercial success he was able to have with Volume 2, Hard Not Life, that came out in 1998. It's a hard not life for us. And he had Can I Get Up with Ja Rule in the Mill. He had tracks with The Lox, Beanie Siegel, Sauce Money, that was dope. Tracks with Jermaine Dupri, Money and the Thing. So Jay-Z was able to cross over to that side. But Jay-Z came more into the game having that type of like blueprint. So nobody wasn't even mad at Jay-Z because that was his blueprint already. Like, Nas, that's not you. I don't know why you doing that. Now, when it comes to Volume 3, Life and Times, that came out in 1999. Jay-Z, that was another good album right there. It wasn't the best, but it was a good album. Nas, I felt like Nas got, like he rejuvenated his career when he came out with Stillmatic, because at this time, Jay-Z dissed him on the Blueprint. But before I get to the Blueprint, The Dynasty came out in 2000. And that was like a Rockefeller compilation with Beanie Siegel, Meek Mill, Memphis Bleak, and Emil. She was just on one track, but you introduced Freeway, the Young Guns, and Emilio Sparks and stuff like that. But when the Blueprint came out in 2001, and he dissed Prodigy, he dissed Nas. That actually helped Nas rejuvenate his career because Stillmatic is a classic album. You had great songs on there such as One Mic, Rewind, Second Childhood, Fly as Gangsters with AZ, What Comes Around. So Nas, I felt that right there, his career was coming back. That's the Nas we wanted to hear. Of course, he released the Lost tapes that came out in 2002, and that was just his old work, some songs that never made the albums, and it was actually a good tape. Now moving forward, you have the Blueprint 2 that comes out in 2002, a double CD by Jay-Z. I didn't really care for that album. I felt like it was rushed. I felt like Jay-Z was just trying to have a double CD. He had a track on there called The Watcher with Rakim, produced by Dre. It's just like, all right, it just don't sound good. The only track I really care on there was probably Meet the Parents is tight. You Don't Know, the remix with MOP. There's a couple of tracks on there that's alright, but the overall album is like boo-boo stain. Nas drops Godson in 2002. Here we go. The Nas we want. After Stillmatic, he continues to drop more great, albums with great songs. Made You Look, underground banger. He drops I Know I Can, dedicated to the children. I thought that was beautiful right there to let the children know who they can be. They can be anything they want to, thinking about African culture, their black, leaders and stuff like that, and tell them to, take on the baton and move forward in life. Revolutionary Warfare is just like Nas was just dropping hits, which I loved about that. Book of Rhymes. Moving forward, Jay-Z, supposedly his last album, the Black Album that came out in 2003, that's a dope album right there. I'm not gonna lie, that's a real dope album right there. He has some good tracks. What More Can I Say? The track produced by DJ Quick. Lucifer, produced by Kanye West. Change Clothes and Go. Oh, that's whatever, just commercial success. Dirt Off Your Shoulder, another track in the club so people can dance to, people can ride to. Jay-Z has a street hustler mentality that I'm not knocking, but it works for him. It doesn't work for Nas, so let's be honest with that. Moving forward, you have Street Disciple, a double CD that came out in 2004. Dope album. I love the track that Nas did, dedicated to Rakim, the autobiography of Rakim. He has Take a Moment, Just a Moment. He has other tracks that that Nas is going in, talking about how Kobe, rest in peace to Kobe, how he actually sold out and stuff, stuff like that. So the album was dope. So Jay-Z comes back in 2006. Kingdom Come, the album's trash. Hip Hop is Dead comes out in 2006. Yes, it does. Jay-Z is on Def Jam now. So Nas is on Def Jam now. So Nas him and Jay-Z made amends, and Nas drops his first album on Def Jam. Hip Hop is Dead. Some people didn't like this album too much. They felt that Nas was kind of doing so much, and a lot of people took shots at Nas, especially Jeezy, young Jeezy at that time, saying hip hop is not dead. But I knew what Nas was trying to say. A lot of good tracks on there, but some tracks probably could have just been off the album. Untitled, which was really called Nigger, that album right there, that's one of my favorite albums of all time. Nas, I love his versatility when he's talking about black history. And he's talking about racism. He's talking about, things that people don't want to touch on. And it's beautiful. Another song that Nas actually shows his creativity when he talks about roaches in the kitchen. He talks about black people eating fried chicken. He talks about the president, Obama, and how, can he even make a change? And he dedicated Testify to George Jackson and Jonathan Jackson. A lot of people don't know about that. Soledad Brothers. You have Jay-Z coming back with Kingdom Come. That wasn't good in 2006 at all. Did not like that album. American Gangster, for the American Gangster movie soundtrack. Jay-Z did that. That was tight. Now that was tight as hell, I'm not going to lie. Blueprint 3 in 2009. That was a pretty decent album. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't the best. You had Jeezy, J. Cole on there. You had Kanye West. They had some good tracks on there, but it wasn't the best. It was cool. Nas comes out again with Distant Relatives with Damian Marley. Classic. That's a straight classic right there. Nas once again talking about Black history, African culture, people, African descendants, just letting be known the culture. Nas is just letting people know I'm expanding. Like, yo, I'm beyond the hip hop now. I'm culturally diving in my history. Jay-Z comes out with Watch the Throne with Kanye West. I like that album. I don't care what nobody said, that album was tight to me. Magna Carta was 444. That album, that came out what? In 2017. Yeah, 444. People was going crazy because they felt that, oh, Jay-Z is talking about generational wealth. He's talking about legacy and yes, yes. Nas was doing that shit in 1996 and 1994. So where the hell y'all been at? I'm not knocking Jay-Z, but Jay-Z he's a clout chaser. He's gonna do anything to make money at that time. So he shared some versatility right there. Nas came out with Life is Good in 2012, a nice, decent album. He had some great songs on there, which I enjoyed. One or two songs probably felt they couldn't be on there. Amy Winehouse was on there, rest in peace to her. Rick Ross, Mary J. Blige, some good songs on there too. He dropped Lost Tapes 2 in 2019. He also dropped Nasir in 2018, produced by Kanye West. That album was trash to me. I'm not going to lie. Kanye West should not produce Nas albums. So, moving forward, overall, if you're going to talk about catalogs only, they've both been very inconsistent. But I feel like Jay-Z had more commercial success than Nas, and everybody knows that. But when it comes to lyrics, when it comes to the concepts, creativity, when it comes to the wordplay, Nas wins that by far. Jay-Z can't even compete with him. He can't even compete with him. He's not even in the lane. When it comes to like the street anthems, as far as like songs you could play in your car, the commercial success, Jay-Z has that hands down. I'm not going to lie. But when it comes to like wordplay, just bar for bar, lyric by lyric, Nas beats him. Jay-Z has a better catalog when it comes to his commercial success. Nas has a better catalog when it comes to real hip hop MCing. There's MCs that still to this day that's actually coming out and they refer to Nas because they know he's a pioneer. Not an OG pioneer like Harris One Rakim, but just a pioneer that was laying it down that even in 1994, think about it. You know how hard it was to drop a classic album at that time when you had artists like Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, Wu-Tang Clan, Biggie Smalls out. You had EPMD, Gangstarr. You had all these groups that was out. Tribe Called Quest. You had to come with some heat. So for Nas to come out right at that time, I look at Nas as like the Allen Iverson of rap. Because when Allen Iverson came into the NBA, you had all these great players, and he made his impact right then and there. I'm not saying they're the same type of, player artist, but you understand what I'm saying? Just coming in and making that huge impact, winning the Rookie of the Year, being considered as an elite right then and there with his first album. So that's how I see it. That's all I got to say from this. I think, like I said, Nas is a better MC rapper by far. I believe Jay-Z, his catalog when it comes to commercial success is better than Nas. Nas' catalog when it comes to hip-hop albums, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to versatility, I give Nas a slight edge because he has many songs. One Love, Right Into Cormega, Memory Lane. Not saying Jay-Z hasn't written songs like that, but Nas is really more of a hip-hop like lyricist. That's his lane. When it comes to hip hop, when it comes to just being, hey, I'm going to talk about things that people don't want to talk about, and he knows how to step out of his comfort zone, you got to give it to Nas. Let me know what you think. Post your comments below. Hulk smash Black Panther the like button, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you'd like to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon, patreon.com/Kofi Universe, Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Until next time, peace.